Hey, how's it going, guys? So we're back in the studio today. So we're gonna be looking at a plugin from IZotope. It's called IZotope Insight. It's probably one of the most insightful plugins ever used out in the industry. It lays out a lot of good options for you. It displays a lot of information for you. It helps you determine your mix decisions on an entire project. This is a really cool plugin. Let's check it out. So before we get in here today, I had a little bit of a studio change in here. I got two camera angles going right now, so I'm going to be kind of playing around with stuff and trying to see if it really works. But we're going to keep our focus on the plugin and reveal its features and usages on mixes, projects, mastering projects. So the one question I have for everyone out there is, when you get on YouTube, there's not that much out there when it comes to really defining a proper amount of plugins, when really determining what you should use on a track. There's a lot of fluff, and there's a lot of obscurity out there. I wanted to take a moment here just to help explain to you guys that I really do want to put in a lot into this video, but unfortunately, due to the amount of work that goes into ensuring a plugin's usability and accountability, it puts me in a really difficult position to help prove to you guys that a plugin is very useful inside of a certain song, certain project. And so I'll just be showing you a couple usages here and there. This plugin is a great plugin. Honestly, guys, if I had it my way, I would just be like, you know what? I don't even need to show you any of the nitty and gritty stuff about what this plugin can do. It's an amazing plugin. IZotope is amazing. They didn't pay me to showcase this to you guys. This is purely my own opinion. I use it every time I work on a project. If I wanted to really find something out deeply, if I really wanted to find something wrong about my mix, if I really wanted to try and narrow down what is really happening inside my project. But overall, the main topic right now is just go out and buy it. It's about like $199. It's expensive, I'll tell you guys that right now, but it's well worth it. This plugin does the job for sure. It's at the top of the list. So let's get into the PDF file that is on the IZotope Insight, and I'll kind of skip sections here and there, because let's be honest, it gets a little boring when going through all this stuff, and we all know we're interested in the music. So I'll just kind of give a rundown of it, and then we'll move on to the mix, and then I'll just give you my final play of the deal. Alright guys, so here it is, the IZotope Insight 2 from IZotope. So let's see, it's an updated loudness, and let's see. Okay, so let's see. New in Insight 2.1, let's go. Monitor the dialogue gated loudness of your mix to ensure it meets streamlining platform recommendations. Very good. New LRA, target range control. I'm gonna be quite honest, guys, I don't know what LRA means. Brand new loudness meter. Monitor the loudness of your surround sound mixes with Dolby Atmos. I guess that's kind of cool. Monitor levels of your surround. Oh, that's kind of yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, so this is kind of an overview of what's inside of the plugin. Send audio data to Insight with all new relay plugin. That's kind of cool. Let's go to the next section. The intelligibility meter uses inter-plugin communication to receive audio data from relay plugin instances to allow for the monitoring of dialogue intelligibility in the context of different listener environments. That's cool. Okay, so you got your intelligibility. So next got source meter and difference meter. So it calculates the difference between your loudness setting that you set and the perceived loudness from what it sounds like. Let's go to levels. There's your levels. Wow. Show peak hold time, integration, readout, color, loudness. Here's your loudness. This is a pretty useful portion of the plugin. So the loudness panel includes measurements used to ensure loudness compliance when delivering media for broadcast, TV, or streaming services. I think that's definitely, I think ITU-R is American, I believe. I'll have to look that up. I'm sorry, guys. Which defines audio management for determining true peak. Loudness meter panel features dynamic view configurations. Gate mode. Different views. There's the measurements. Short term, integrated. Okay, so here we go. This is actually kind of useful. BS, so it's international. Wow, okay. That's convenient. So it's right there for you guys. It's mostly the LUFS. The LUFS and the LKFS is what you want to focus on. I like to say that the measurements inside the loudness section here of Insight is pretty accurate. I know of other plugins that can diagnose the project at hand very accurately. It really depends. You just kind of have to pick and choose what you feel like is best for your client and your mix. There's really no solid answer to give when it comes to measuring your project. I do have the TC electronic analyzer on hand. It's a analog analyzer that I plug in via USB, and it measures out the loudness range of a mix. I feel like if you guys have a digital outlook and a analog outlook, you'll be able to see the best of both worlds. It doesn't hurt to get a couple of them. It really doesn't. I mean, there's some out there that are fairly cheap. There's some out there that are fairly expensive. Having a couple of them is pretty useful, just so you can ballpark it and really provide clarity for your client, your artist, etc. Here's some more. Here's some more principles. Let's go to the next section. History. History. We're not really interested in history. We're not really interested in spectrogram. Spectrogram's pretty easy. Sound field. Let's see, where are we at? Spectrum. Yeah, we're not really interested in spectrum. Sound field's pretty self-explanatory. Layouts, global options, you can kind of customize it. Relay, here's relay. There it is. So this thing, honestly, relay is super cool. So in this graph right here, you can position all of your instruments into designated areas based off of the instrumental importance of the project. So you can not only increase the volume, but you can pan out your project as well, just in this 2D space, which is pretty cool, honestly. I mean, it just consolidates all of your work right into this one screen here. And instead of going on to, your original ways of using a fader and trying to navigate yourself with that, it's just all compiled right into the screen, and you're just good to go from right there. You can see the intensity. You can see almost every instrument on here. I mean, it's a pretty useful diagram to use when handling tracks. That's pretty much it, guys. It just goes more into licensing and customer service and care and updates and that sort. So let's just go ahead and go to the plugin and check out what it's really like on a project. Okay, so here's the plugin right now, and there is 7 sections here. It really depends on what you want to use this for. Most of the time when I am using this plugin, I am using the spectrogram, sound field, levels, loudness, and that's about it. So these are the 4 main sections that I find very useful when using this plugin, especially when you can resize. There we go. Especially when you can resize it. You can pick your different screens. Let's do this real quick. Yeah, you can close in, close out on your different screens. You can isolate them, get them as big as you want. You can go into some settings here. You got your settings. All right, so I'm gonna get a track going here, and I'll show you guys what the spectrogram reveals, and then we'll come back and have our final outlook of what the plugin can do. Well, there you have it, guys. So this plugin is very powerful. It gives you a lot of insight. It gives you a lot of things that you really should take a look at before you send out your mix, your project, your master, etc. It's a really useful tool to help you ensure clarity and transparency within your mix. It's easy to navigate around. You can size up and size down the plugin. It gives you pretty accurate readings. As long as you have a really good system that can handle the graphics and handle the amount of pressure that is being put into the plugin, this thing can really help you out, and it can really do some damage in a good way in helping to make sure a mix is ready to go. Go out and get it, guys. Honestly, I shouldn't have wasted about 20 or 30 minutes to make this video. It is a really good plugin. Honestly, just go and get it, go buy it. It's used everywhere. Honestly, if you haven't heard of IZotope and you're a studio owner, studio manager, you're in the music industry, I honestly don't know what you're doing in this industry. Go get this plugin. Check out the website. I try my best to post regularly. Check out Cavio.net. I do some posts in there. And most importantly, stay safe out there, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Yeah, that's it.